It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 201 pounds even. He stands 5'11" with a reach of 74. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 75 inches.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
Oh, pure bad blood.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Which fighter will say no mas? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Beautiful counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
Breathe. Just get your breath back. And there's the bell for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, Antonio Tarver's in big trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
You were thinking?
And there's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Got out of the way of that right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
That's so close.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Calm yourself down.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
It's all offense all the time. like to see more jabs. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Catch and shoot. The courage on display here is incredible. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Roy Jones.
He's starting to make mistakes and he's switching up.
Time for the 5th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Just missing with the right uppercut. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones. Let's start the 6th. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. So close with that uppercut. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
How would you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. counter punch caught. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy. Round 7, here we go. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen
Pensacola's finest is down. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory, that's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.